Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D, and it's the 2013 America the Beautiful quarters. They put out 5 America the Beautiful quarters every year. We see that there's 5 here. Perry's Victory here from Ohio, from the Battle of Lake Erie. The New Hampshire White Mountain one. Over here we have the Great Basin from Nevada. Down here, Mount Rushmore. And down here on the other side, Fort McHenry. These are from a uncirculated mint set from the U.S. Mint. So let's start talking about these coins. The first one that came out in 2013, January 28th, was from the White Mountain National Forest from the state of New Hampshire. And you can see it says White Mountain at the top, New Hampshire over here, E pluribus unum on this side, in 2013. This is a Phoebe Hempel engraving of Mount Chocorua. Now, people from New England say, well, Mount Chocorua is not in the White Mountains. And they're correct. Mount Chocorua is in the Sandwich Mountains, but the Sandwich Mountains are part of the White Mountain National Forest also. And this is a coin to celebrate the White Mountain National Forest. All of these coins are going to have the same front on them. Washington facing to the left, United States of America here, Liberty under his chin, and God we trust here. There's a D here and $quarter. The next one that came out was this one, and this is a place that many people in the United States don't know that much about. And this is the Perry's Victory. And in 1812, there was a battle in Lake Erie between the British and the U.S. A number of sailors died from each side, and so they put up this monument to Oliver Hazard Perry, but also to the sailors that died. And there are 3 sailors from both Britain and the United States that are buried underneath the monument. The Perry's Victory National Monument and International Peace Memorial is a Don Everhart engraving. The next one that came out is the Great Basin National Park, and this is in Nevada. And look at this tree. This is a bristlecone pine. They have a bunch of these at the Great Basin National Park that are over 4,000 years old. 4,000-year-old trees. Great Basin is a great place to go. It's in Nevada, and you can see that it is somewhat desert-like, but much of it is at altitude, and that's where these trees grow. This is a Renata Gordon and Ronald Sanders engraving, and you can see the RG over here, right above the tip of my marker, and then you can see the RS over here. Next up, Fort McHenry in Maryland is famous for being the subject of the Star-Spangled Banner. And Francis Scott Key, who was being held by the British in Baltimore Harbor, was able to watch as the British tried to shell Fort McHenry. And he wrote the Star-Spangled Banner talking about when he got up the next morning and the flag was still flying over Fort McHenry. So this is a Maryland one. This is a Joseph Mena engraving. Joseph Mena actually did 2 engravings for the 2013 coin series. The last of the 2013 coin series came out November 4th. It's a Mount Rushmore National Monument, and it's in South Dakota. And you can see they're working on the face of Thomas Jefferson, carving it out. And you can see George Washington in the background. This is another Joseph Mena, and we can see Joseph Mena's initials, JFM here, Joseph F. Mena, who was the engraver of this coin. One of the things that happens with the America the Beautiful series is they make different amounts of each coin depending on how many are needed for circulation that year. White Mountain National Forest coin, they made 68.8 million at Philly, 108 million at Denver, 1.9 million at San Francisco, and they also made 580,000 silver San Francisco coins. For the Perry's Victory, they made 108 million at Philly, 132 million at Denver, and 1.9 million clad San Franciscos and 580,000 silver San Francisco. For the Great Basin coin from Nevada, they made 122 million at Philadelphia, 141 million at Denver, and again, they made them in the clad and the silver. For the Fort McHenry coin, 120 million at Philly, 151 million at Denver. And finally, for the Mount Rushmore coin, they made more of the Mount Rushmore coin than they did of any of the other coins. They made over 500 million of these. They made 232 million at Philly, 272 million at Denver. And again, they made these both in the San Francisco clad and San Francisco silver sets. This was the 5th year of the America the Beautiful series, or what many collectors call the ATB series. And they came out with 5 of these coins a year, and they kept going with the America the Beautiful series for another 5 years after this. Have a great day, and we'd love to have you subscribe to Big D Coins and leave any comments you have in the comments section.